Hey everyone, welcome back to Super Platinum Achievement. I'm Austin.
And I'm Mitch.
And Gamescom rounded up this week, and we wanted to just kind of do a little, cover what was shown off there. So just kind of a short little video here.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about everything that was Gamescom because it's a large, 3-day event. And that's going to be too much for us to cover because they showed off things that we already knew about, new gameplay, new trailers.
Like Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that, stuff that's been announced. But they did announce some new stuff, and that's kind of what we really wanted to cover.
Exactly. And some of these things were actually outside of Gamescom, but they were during Gamescom week, just like E3 has E3 week. So we're going to all include it as one video, and we're not doing it in order of what they were announced. We're just going through, and we watched all these announcement trailers, and we're going to talk about our thoughts on each one. We didn't take the time to research each one to see if more information has come out since then, so we apologize if we did miss some information. We're just going solely off of the announcement trailers. So the first group that came out was, I believe, right before Gamescom started, and that was these DC games.
Yeah, was it WB that did all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Warner Brother Games did these, and the first one being Gotham Knights. Now this game looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a multiplayer open world game, and it's very dark. The trailer starts out.
I am the darkness.
Yeah, the trailer starts out, and Bruce Wayne is dead. Batman is gone. And
what? Batman's Bruce Wayne?
I'm sorry, I ruined everything for you.
No!
And he basically is giving up the mantle, passing the torch.
The cowl.
Passing the cowl and the bat suit and all that fun stuff to the other 4 vigilantes that he has helped become who they are.
The B team. They got promoted to the A team.
Yeah.
So.
And that being Dick Grayson as Nightwing, Barbara Gordon as Batgirl, Jason Todd as Red Hood,
yes.
And Tim Drake?
Yes.
As the new Robin.
So it's obviously right with the comics, I think, with the names and stuff. Mm-hmm. So we're set in a world without Batman and without Commissioner Gordon. So his daughter is Batgirl. Mm-hmm. It looks cool. So stuff I've seen from it says from the second the game starts, it's true open world, and their whole idea is just seamless multiplayer. With your friends, so you might be playing by yourself. Your friends jump
online,
in. Yeah, online, obviously. So you're playing, and his friend just jumps in, and will just join you right there, whatever you're doing. So kind of like a Dying Light style, which is super cool. And if you can get a seamless open world,
and they did confirm you can play as the same character as well. So if somebody has chosen to be Nightwing, and your buddy is also Nightwing, you can still play together.
Who's the interesting? Real Nightwing?
Dose Nightwing.
It's like that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Crossing DC and Marvel here. Let's get into dangerous territory.
So that game looks like a lot of fun. Another DC Comics one, which is actually set in the same universe as the Arkham games.
Yes.
Is Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one's a little bit more lighthearted looking. They've got the Suicide Squad humor. It starts out Harley Quinn's making fun of the announcements over her comm. I forget the gal's name.
Amanda Waller.
Thank you. Amanda Waller that controls Suicide Squad. And she's doing her little finger thing, going for a pizza. It's got Captain Boomerang, King Shark.
And Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Which they make like Iron Man in this game. So, because he can fly around and he's shooting everything. As the first thing I said is this looks like it's the rebuttal to Marvel's Avengers that Square Enix is doing, and it's probably pretty true to that. I mean, it
looks better though.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I guess
we haven't seen any gameplay.
No gameplay. So it's like you said, it's set in the same world, but they did introduce the bad guy, and it's Superman. Mm-hmm. But is it Superman? We don't know if it's gonna be like Bizarro or if it's the injustice side of things, like Superman's the bad guy, just because he.
That says at the end, kill the Suicide Squad, or not?
Or kill the Justice League.
I mean,
so it makes me wonder if you're actually gonna fight every one of the Justice League.
Lantern, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, whoever. Yeah.
Batman. Because he's alive in this one, but he's dead in the other one.
Or is he?
I don't know.
We don't know. But that game looks like a lot of fun. Like I said, we didn't see any gameplay. We just saw a little teaser for it.
Where's the Joker?
That one comes out, and the reason we didn't see any gameplay because it comes out in 2022.
So yeah, it's still got a ways.
Gotham Knights, by the way, comes out in 2021. But yeah, 2022 for this one. It's got a ways to go. This was just a little teaser.
But where's the Joker?
Where is he? Where is he? Rachel.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what we get in these games. I mean, kind of fun to play the bad guys for once.
Yeah, the bad good guys.
The bad good guys. The
anti-heroes.
Yes, that's what they refer to. So looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Next game they showed, or the one we would, I guess, want to cover that we piqued our interest was for the Switch. It's on the Switch. I think it's probably going to be on everything.
It's on all of them, but they specifically said it is also coming to the Switch,
So
which is exciting because the Switch kind of gets,
the short end
redheaded
stick.
stepchild kind of thing.
It's like, we'll just throw the Switch in like a couple months or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it's the Lord of the Rings Gollum. And yes, he's a little creepy there, but got no gameplay. It was like a minute and a half introduction trailer, and it just shows him in Mordor looking at Mount Doom. So
yeah,
have no idea where it falls in the timeline of Lord of the Rings. Obviously, between Hobbit, maybe not even.
Might be prior. Well, in another video, I did watch another video.
So
he hasn't watched it. They talk about the preparation for the war.
Okay.
So it is most likely post Hobbit.
Okay, post Hobbit, pre Lord of the Rings.
Right.
So that little sweet spot
that
where
sliver in there.
Where what was that?
And they called
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War kind of fell in between two as well.
And they called it an action adventure game. But because Gollum is Gollum, he's not the kind that's just gonna run in and start fighting people.
Maybe you'll have like some riddle battles.
So there's gonna be some what's in its pockets. So there's gonna be some stealth elements to it, I imagine.
Probably eating some fish.
Yeah.
They did show a fish in the trailer, so that was very authentic to the Gollum experience.
Yeah. Lots of fishes. But
we hates them.
Hates the hobbitses. But yeah, Gollum. The next one, we didn't get a trailer or any gameplay. They just kind of told us it's happening, and that's Dragon Age. And they said, hey, we're really excited to dive back into the world of Dragon Age. We've got so much to explore, and it's going to be different than all the other ones that we've had. We don't have a whole lot to talk about in this one because they didn't show us a lot, but we know a new Dragon Age is coming, and they are going to try to be a little bit more innovative.
So I'm curious to see what they mean by that, if they change how they do the open world, because at least for Inquisition it wasn't a full open world. You go to zones that were open. So if they do like maybe a full world, but then it's I
imagine they will.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it is going to be teammate interactions, because they kind of had a very subdued like command for your followers, like go there, attack that, but maybe we can get them really in depth, because the whole point is like you could go zoom out and like top down and do a strategy, but it never worked out great. It was just kind of like almost a gimmick. So maybe they can actually fully get that out, and you actually can tactically get your team.
But a lot of the times gimmicks do work.
They do, actually.
If you'd like to know which ones, check out our video, top 5 gimmicks that worked, and then top 5 gimmicks that didn't work.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously this going to be very story driven. They said it is a continuation of Inquisition, which is a continuation of all the ones previous. So same characters, all that stuff. So we'll see how it goes. It's not going to be just a base open world like Skyrim or something like that, where you just kind of walk around and just do whatever you want. So I'm pretty excited. I love Dragon Age, so I'm really excited for this one. So finally got the announcement on that one.
Yeah. The next one wasn't a new game announcement, but it was one that personally I was a little bit excited for. It might actually make me play the game, and that's for Sims 4, the Star Wars DLC or addition to it, Journey to Bantu. And Bantu is the planet that you go to in Disney World, Disneyland. So you get to get your Sim character and be part of the Star Wars world in this. And it looks like a lot of fun. Obviously, it's nothing serious. It's very lighthearted. They show you messing around.
It is The Sims.
So that looks like a fun addition. I love Star Wars. I might jump on board just to play that. But at the same time, I might not, because it's just that I would be interested in. I'm not a huge Sims fan.
Yeah. Another game we kind of saw that looks kind of interesting is Lemnis Gate. So it looks like it's a I don't know if it's going to be a character-driven shooter, but it's a multiplayer shooter, team-based, obviously, and it has an element of time travel or
time control.
It said like 25 seconds of like time loops and stuff like that. So it's like, it says study your opponent and then, change the time loop, change whatever. It looks kind of interesting. So I'd like to see actual gameplay and see how it actually works
More
out.
detailed gameplay. They showed us clips of everything, and it looked like you had like these time guns, so where it only affected like a certain part.
Yeah, so
but then it also showed parts where you completely rewind everything.
Yeah, it was weird, and it's like it looks like it's just like a capture. Like the mode they showed was like a capture the flag. It was like an orb that you had to bring back to your like portal or something. Right. So you have to like change the timeline enough to fight, I guess. So that comes out 2021. So maybe we'll see more on it soon. I mean, we don't know how early 2021 or late 2021. So
the next one I got really excited for, and then was honestly kind of disappointed. Was a new Medal of Honor game, Above and Beyond, but it is VR for Oculus only.
At least that's what we saw.
For what they've announced, anyway. So it's like, and I've never liked VR. I've never been huge on it. It gives me a headache, makes me dizzy. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm hoping, like, the trailer looks kind of cool, but, they always can make it look better than actually it is in VR. I know Half-Life Alyx kind of really did set the standard for VR, so at least there's a bar to meet when you do VR games. Respawn is doing this one, which I have all my faith. I have all my faith behind Respawn Entertainment, so they do such a good job, and with, Titanfall, Star Wars Jedi, and then obviously Apex Legends, they've done a really great job. So I'm okay with that. I'm just kind of curious to see how it is, because like you said, a VR could be really disorienting and stuff like that, especially if it's a shooter. You might be moving a lot, unless it's just really on the rails, which that's what I don't want. But
not too exciting, but it was something new, and we haven't seen an addition to the Medal of Honor franchise in a while.
Since I want to say 2010, 2012. I think it's 2012.
We just looked at it. Was somewhere around there.
Yeah, 2012, I think when Warfighter came out. Yeah. Around there, so that was the last one.
And then there was Unknown 9 Awakening. Now this game is very interesting looking. It's a new franchise. They showed us, once again, just a cinematic trailer. No gameplay.
Look good, though. Very good looking trailer.
Yes, and it's very interesting. This shows you a little girl that's getting just bullied and beat up. They throw her to the ground, and she, through her anger or fear, whatever it is, discovers her power, which is like foresight, basically, is how I took it.
Oh, okay.
Where like it froze everything, and you see this ghost image of what the guy's gonna do with the stick.
Okay.
But then she gets up and stops, and the guy's already there, and she moves as he hits the stick down, and they're all like, "Whoa, what happened?" So that's.
I guess I missed that. I thought she was just.
What did you think about it?
I thought she just like entered into some like shadow realm and then was able to like function in this other. I don't know. Because they looked all ghosty, and like he hits her with the stick and just goes like through her, because he's a ghost and she looked normal, and then she just gets up and walks around, and then it goes.
But then when she gets up, the stick still falls down.
I don't know. Okay, well, we'll see. I guess we got no.
But then at the end, really it does show more characters, so that I believe that's what the name is.
Unknown 9.
There's probably 9 of these individuals that have these powers, like Umbrella Academy stuff here, but. Yeah, that game
ridiculous.
That game did look interesting. Sticking with the VR, we got a Sam and Max VR game. Now they didn't show much of anything about this. Obviously, it's a goofy Sam and Max game. That's put in VR. So it might be a lot of fun for those VR lovers out there. I'm not one of those, and I don't believe
I don't have one.
So. Yeah, there we go. We don't have VR. We don't like VR.
I'm indifferent.
I don't like VR. So, moving on.
Yeah, next game they did show, which we kind of knew about, but they got a new trailer. It was Outriders, and it does actually come out holiday 2020. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm assuming that's launching with new consoles. It looks like, a very Destiny-esque style where, you have a character with an individual, certain ability. Your squad or whatever, with certain ability and stuff, but definitely cranks up the gore factor way more. It was like just the guy was sniping headshots and just arms flying off. And
some anomaly that happened that is causing people to mutate, is kind of how he put it in the trailer, and give them different abilities, and you're going to find the source, you say.
So it looks fun. I mean, it looks like something you can get with your friends. It's, probably a looter shooter, or as I like the term, schlooter.
Yeah.
So like it's probably very very Destiny-esque. So well, hopefully be checking that out. Maybe picking it up here in a few months. So.
Yeah. And then another one was a game we heard about back in March, and that's Scarlet Nexus for Xbox.
No, May. That was Xbox's thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, May. You're right.
Yes.
Scarlet Nexus, and we got a good gameplay trailer on it. Obviously, very anime.
Super anime.
Super anime. But it does look like a lot of fun. It's still confusing on what exactly it is and what the gameplay is like.
There was
shooting. It was a little bit
there
chaotic.
Was something, I don't know. There's giant monster things. People with staffs. I don't know.
I like the anime style games. Some of them are really good. But then at the same time, the market's kind of flooded with them, and flooded with a lot of mediocre ones. Hopefully, this is not one of those, and it is very well done and very good. It looked like it could be one of those. So
it looked well done. I can say that.
So I'm excited to see more, and see if we might pick it up.
Yeah, and then lastly was a game. This was the one that was, I think,
last
announced.
Thing for us. We're not going to talk
last
about
thing that
every
we want to
single
talk about.
game.
Yeah, this was the one that was announced back in March. Mitch just got a little confused.
Yes.
So this is Quantum Error, and they showed it on as a PS5, I believe is what they said. So Unreal 5 engine, advertised that, and it's essentially what they called a Dead Space-like game. So maybe like a spiritual successor to Dead Space. One can hope. But it looks cool. I mean, it's you're in space. There's a ship you're in. There's
dead-looking things.
There's dead things. But there's obviously an error in the quantum something or other. So. Thus the name.
But they can control it now.
They could control it, but it didn't look like they could control it. I don't know. You're walking around with guns and stuff, killing
first person
zombie aliens. I don't know. So
Zamblians, Aliombies.
Aliombies. That sounds like a
Zalians. That's probably the better way to say it.
Aliombies sounds like a Italian restaurant. Welcome down to Aliombies. It looks good. I like that. I mean, like I said in previous videos of games I'd like to see come back, and Dead Space was one of my games. So if this can kind of capture that, I'm all for it. So.
Yeah, it looked good. It also reminded me of Alien Isolation.
Yes, very good game actually. I love that game.
So very much a suspense-driven game.
Yeah,
like, we don't know what's around the corner.
An isolation game. No pun intended there with Alien Isolation, but it looks like you're by yourself in a spaceship and you gotta survive.
Yeah.
So
that's been the Gamescom week.
Of stuff we wanted to talk about.
Of stuff that we wanted to talk about. The newer things. Like we said, they showed off a lot of other things that aren't necessarily newer. These were the things that intrigued us. A little bit disappointed that Nintendo didn't throw their hat in the ring with anything
But
new.
they always do,
they do whatever Nintendo wants. Same thing with Rockstar. They just are like, hey, we're going to show up whenever the heck we want to.
Yeah.
And talk about whatever.
Grand Theft Auto 5 on every console from here on out.
Yes, they officially announced it for the PlayStation 6.
Yes, and possibly the PlayStation 7.
Yeah.
In 2042. So crazy.
But yeah, that's just kind of our highlights of Gamescom week. If you like these kinds of videos, anything video game related, discussions, highlights, reviews, unboxings, all of it. Check out all our content.
So much
video games.
We actually have a lot.
We do. Check out our other content. Make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you see our new videos when they come out. And always stop by with us here at Super Platinum Achievement.
Bye.